back. This is day number 7 of this 10-day Improve Your Bachata Challenge. And today we are going to be working on some decorative arm movements. So earlier in this challenge, we worked on our base arm movements that we use kind of as a constant while we're dancing. And today's video is going to be focused on special movements that you can use either when you're dancing by yourself or with a partner when you have one free arm to use and you don't want to just let it kind of keep moving in the way that it has been. So we're working on more of those personal expression movements. I've put together a few things that you can do with one arm and a couple things that you can do with 2 arms, and at the end of this video we'll put them together into an arm practice routine for you. That being said, there are millions of different ways that we can move our arms in bachata or in any social dance for that matter. It's a type of personal expression, like I said. So these are just some ideas and examples of movements that you can use, and you can take them as kind of an inspiration to make up your own if you'd like, or you can use these of course as well. That's why I made this video. So I just wanted to let you know there's no way I could ever cover all of the possible arm movements, but that these are just a good jumping off point and ones that I use quite frequently in my own dancing. Okay, so let's get into it. So we're going to start with some of the one arm movements and then we will move into the 2 arm movements. So these ones obviously are good if your partner has one of your hands but you want to be expressing with the other arm, or if you're dancing by yourself and you want to do a one-armed movement. I'm just going to say as a disclaimer, if I'm only using one arm, I want to make sure that the other one is doing something. And what the something that I usually do when I'm only using one arm is to either touch my waist with my elbow out, because this creates a nice shape in the arm and it also emphasizes the curve of my body, or another one is simply just to touch my leg. And I want to specify something because a lot of times when I tell my students to touch their leg, they go like this, which as you can see is not a very attractive position. So what we want to do when I say touch yourself, try to make sure that it's the heel of the hand and the palm, and that the fingers are kind of gently actually peeling away from your body, because even though that might not feel super natural, it's going to look better than putting the fingers on yourself. So that's just a little tangent that I had to go off of because I have had that experience many times with students, that correction that I have to make. Okay, so starting with one arm, we're going to start with the right. I'll demonstrate it first and then we'll practice it facing away. In this particular one, I'm going to start with my left hand on my waist, and I'm simply going to go out, 2, 3, and come down. Okay? Another disclaimer I want to make, get ready to get your hair messy because we're going to do all kinds of loops and mess up our hair, so don't worry about it. That's part of the game. That's part of using your arms. So again, I'm going out, leading with the top of my hand, out, 2, 3, and then I let the forearm curve over the top of my head, and then I bring the hand down to the side of my neck and let it trail down my body. Okay, so now I'm going to do that facing away, leading with the top of the right hand. As I said before, make sure that we don't have Lego hands. Put space between your fingers. Make sure the thumb is down so that I can see the shape of your hand. We go out. 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6, 7. And again. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. One more time. And 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Fairly simple, yeah? All right, so now let's give that one a shot with music. 5, 6, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Again. that we're going to do is going to be with the left. In this one, I'm going to just put my hand on my thigh, but like I said, you can do whatever feels comfortable to you. Just for some reason, I like my hand on my thigh on this one. So this one looks like this. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. So as you can see, very similar to the first one. The difference is, instead of bringing the hand behind me at the end, I'm bringing the hand behind me. Instead of bringing the elbow behind me and down, I'm going to, from here, bring the elbow in front and come across my body to come down. Okay, so I'll demonstrate it again. I go up. This is all the same with the left arm, but now I'm going to flip my hand over, touch my neck, and bring the elbow in front and across my body. Okay, so let's practice that. We go out. 1, 2, 3. Bring the elbow in front of you and down again. 1, 2, 3. Elbow in front and again. 1, 2, 3. Elbow in front and come down. Okay? So now let's try that one with music. We go and 1. Movements are going to be just a little bit more complicated. So the next one that we're going to do, again, we're going to start with the right arm now, is we're going to come up. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Okay? So I am bringing my arm up through the middle. So I bring the hand in with the palm facing outward, and I feel like I'm scooping up to my shoulder. So you can see my hand is kind of like cupping my shoulder at this point. Then I flip my hand over and push up. Okay? So I go scoop, flip, push up. And when I push up, I'm trying to maintain space between my ear and my shoulder. I don't want to end up like this. So again, scoop, flip, push. Scoop, flip, push. Now from here, I'm letting the arm go out to the side, around, underneath my chin, and drop down. Okay? So I'm up here, and my palm stays facing out. I come down, around, under the chin, and here I'm just allowing, so you can see, I'm kind of in this strange position. It is but it's a transition, so it won't look weird when we do it. But my problem with students is they tend to want to flip their hand too soon. In order for this movement to look natural in its sequencing, we need to pass through this position, which my fingers are pointing toward me and my wrist is bent, and then I allow everything to kind of uncoil. Okay? So I'm going to do that one more time with the basic, and then I'll do it facing away. So I scoop up, scoop, flip, push, out, and under and down. Okay? So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now that I'm doing it a little bit faster, I feel like I'm actually allowing the arm to come out to the side on the tap so that I have a little bit more time to do this under the chin movement, okay? So we go scoop, flip, up, side, around, chin, and release. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And of course, these kinds of movements are better to do by yourself because if you're dancing with a partner, you can't go forward because you'll hit him in the face or the chest. But at any rate, you'll hit him somewhere. So you could adapt this movement if you were dancing with a partner and bring it down and underneath. So you see, you can kind of play with these and adapt them to make them work for you in whichever situation you are dancing, okay? So now let's give this one a shot with music. 5, 6, ready, we go. And 1, and 1. Okay, so our last one-arm movement today looks like this. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? I don't know, for some reason I like to have my right arm down and my left arm up. We're all asymmetrical like that. But again, you can put this wherever it feels comfortable for you, as long as it's not just kind of hanging out there without any energy. Okay? So I'm going with the left arm. I'm going diagonally across to the right hip, coming up to the left rib cage, coming across to the right shoulder. Tap. Then I'm bringing my hand across to the left shoulder, and I'm going to do another loop around, coming to the neck and coming down. Okay? So whenever we're doing any movement where we are touching our bodies, I've said this before several times in other videos, but it bears repeating. I want you to really be touching your body as if you're like giving yourself a massage. You don't want to look like you're grossed out by your body or that it makes you uncomfortable to touch yourself. So when we do these loops, you really want to have that kind of muscle level touch with the hands. Otherwise, it kind of has this fake look to it, like you don't really want to be doing it, okay? So again, I'm going across, up, across, across, and loop across the front and down. So when we do these or I guess what would we call these? Around the head loops, I really think it's a nice sensual thing to actually make sure that you're touching your neck as you come down. That's a moment that is just really lovely and, like I said, very sensual, which is a theme that we kind of get at in bachata. So make sure that as you're coming around, you don't skip that moment where you have your hand on the side of your neck, okay? So let's try this. With the left hand, I go across, rib cage, chest, and across to the left shoulder, around, neck, and down. Let's do it again. Right hip, left rib cage, right shoulder, left shoulder, around, right side of the neck, and down. And across, up, across, and shoulder, around, neck, down. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so now let's try that one with music. 5, 6, ready, we go. And 1, and again. arm movements. In this one I've gotten a little bit more creative because there's more possibilities we can do with 2 arms. So I hope you enjoy it. So this is what we're going to do. It's 16 counts and it looks like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then from there we can kind of release it, okay? So we're gonna go through that 8 count by 8 count. So the very first thing that we're doing is we're bringing the arms up to the, we're kind of swinging them up to the shoulders as far as we can, bending the elbows. Then we're pushing out and around. So from here, straighten the arms, turn the hands in, and you're gonna end with the palms facing upward. So the palms are facing out, I straighten, rotate from the elbows and out. So really all I'm doing, I bend the elbows, straighten the elbows, bend and make a circle going outward, and I end with my palms facing up, and then from there I bring my hands up into this crossed position above my head. So the count is 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, 1, 2, and 3, 4. So that circle that is happening on the and between 2 and 3. So I go hit, 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 hit. Okay? 1, 2, and 3, 4. And I'm going to do that as I'm walking to the right. So I go 1, 2, 3, 4. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so now the next part that we're going to do is I'm going to take one hand at a time and make circles going down. So I'm going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Okay, so I'm kind of curling the left, right, left, right, left, right. And as I do that, I'm trying to maintain the contact with the wrists as much as possible. So my left hand twists to go under, then my right hand comes over, goes under, left, over, under, right, over, under. You have to kind of play with that to make it feel natural. But as you can see, basically what they're doing is alternating, kind of rolling around one another. And I'm achieving that by kind of doing this wrist circle each time to switch, okay? So from here, I'm going 1, 2, 3, tap. And I'm gonna end with both my palms facing forward and they're crossed like this, okay? So from the beginning, I go 1, 2, 3, tap, 5, 6, 7, tap. And again, 1, 2, 3, tap, 5 and 6 and 7 and tap. One more time. 1, 2, 3, tap, 5, 6, 7, tap. From here, very simple, I'm going to now rotate the arms back toward me. So my fingertips come toward me and back up to where they were. And as you can see, I end up in this position in which my palms are facing one another. Okay? So I went 1, 2, 3, tap, 5 and 6 and 7 and tap. 1, 2, 3, tap. Okay? Do it facing away. 1, 2, 3, tap, 5 and 6 and 7 and tap. Curl in, 2, 3, tap. And again. 1, 2, 3, tap, 5 and 6 and 7 and tap. 1, 2, 3, tap. Here we'll say, If you look at me from the side, I'm trying to get my arms behind me because then you can see my face. It makes a much nicer line than if my arms are here. So anytime that our arms are coming up, we're trying to get them a little bit behind the ear so that you can still see the whole line of my body, and you're that forces you to lift your rib cage, which also makes everything look a lot nicer. Okay, so the last 4 counts, where are we? We're here, we're here, okay. We're going to go, keeping the arms pretty much where they are. We're gonna swing right, and then we're gonna make a circle, we're gonna swing left, then we're gonna make a circle to the right, and come down to the hip, okay? So, this is just something I invented. Like I said, you can make up whatever you want as long as it fits in to 4 counts of music. You can really do whatever you want with your arms. I just wanted to demonstrate that you can be creative. You don't have to use the same stuff that everybody else is using, but when I was making up this routine, I was like, that kind of feels nice. Let's do that, okay? So it's not, it's just something that I came up with. So you feel free to do the same. I'm just here to give you some inspiration, okay? So from here, I'm going left with the arms, and then I'm making a circle to the right, and then letting that come down to my right rib cage, ending up in this position with my right hand over my left, and then from there you can just let them slide down back into your basic. That's the end of what I've given you for today, okay? So let's try the whole thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so now let's try that much with music. 6, ready, we go, and basic, and here we go again. Basic, and last time. So now that we have learned all of the arm movements, we are going to put them together into a practice routine. Okay, so the routine looks like this. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So as you can see, we're combining all of the movements that we've done. The only thing that's different is that in the beginning, I am combining the first two. So we don't get an entire basic to do just one arm. I'm going with the right arm, and then as the right arm is coming down, I'm going with the left and over. And then the rest of them are exactly the same because we practiced them before. So this routine takes quite a bit of coordination, but it's really going to help you incorporate the arms into your dancing without thinking about it. The more you can get these more intricate, complicated movements into your body, the easier it's going to be to just do them without thinking about it, okay? So let's practice that a few times, and then we will do it with music. We go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And up. 2, 3, 4. Under the chin. 6, 7, 8. And across. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And up. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and scoop. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and up. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so now let's try that with music. 5, 6, ready. We go up and up and up and forward and across, and we go. 2 arms. Basic, and here we go from the beginning. And basic. One more time. Thanks so much for joining me for day 7 of this 10-day Improve Your Bachata Challenge. Keep practicing, and I will see you tomorrow.
Thanks so much for joining me for today's lesson. Leave a comment below and let me know how you did. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the post notifications for my channel. You can also follow me on Instagram at Dance Doctor Online. Until next time, keep dancing.